hopeless or stressed out or depressed or this. It's like now you know what you're supposed to ask for a reason. Because you know a lot of us tend to see a lot of things fade away because people work all their lives for retirement and stuff like that. But really, the system knows how to finesse certain things. But at least if you have property, business, stock, you know, money saved for the future, then there's a way for the future,
right.
you know. But if we don't start somewhere,
right.
it'll never start. So I'd rather put my hard work into this now. I'll take half my turn up money and just be like, look, everything is paid responsibly. So let me see how this goes. Because nothing comes with us, so why not try?
How hard was it for you to start a business, let alone two? Because you just started both of them, you know, back to back.
Yeah, because my second one is Blue Wall Street, and that's the whole point of what I was saying. Like,
that's your shirt too, right?
Yeah.
It's dope.
And the printing.
Oh, damn. Shit. He's strapped.
I stay uniform.
Rep your brand. That's a real repping your brand right there.
Yeah, like what I broke, basically what I broke down was basically this: the Blue Wall Street, the blueprint is the platform where everybody could come together, we work business and get that going. And this is, you know, I'm a people person, and how I say it is how I do it. I bring people together. I brought a lot of things together, mentally, physically, financially, and I feel like if we stand together, we can make it happen. If I can help you learn how to brand yourself, learn how to start your business, learn where to start, how to separate certain things, and you know, I do taxes too, so I learn both sides. So,
that's that Jamaican. That's that Jamaican.
He said me too.
That's that Jamaican having 5 jobs right there. You see? Oh, 6. Has that been able to, being that you're in the tax field now, have you been able to implement that with your business, and has that been able to help you with your business?
Yeah,
and you know.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, it wasn't an easy process, but for the last couple of years, I was like, you know what, instead of trying to work my way into the system again and being a union, I was just using these jobs, like letting them know, like, listen, I'm a free person. I'm using this for a bigger purpose. So I'm not here for the BS or whatever. I will still get to work and let them know like how it is. And I used those jobs for the last couple of years to save up, buy equipment, you know, start up the EINs, everything. Like,
let the people know how not easy it is to start a business.
It's not easy because you still got to be responsible. You got to make sure your house is intact. You got to make sure your bills is paid.
You got discipline yourself.
Yeah. And then while you're out there networking and promoting all that costs. So all of that was the process while building. And, you know, then getting into the studio life to actually like solidify it and, you know, just throw yourself out there. You know, the first couple of years it's not even, you're not even going to see games like that. But you got to be willing to sacrifice and invest to get the games. And, you know, everything has been paid off and coming back the way it should. And,
have you been challenged being that you're a black man?
Yeah.
And being a black man, a black-owned business?
Yeah, because, you know, a lot of people think, oh, yo, you doing this? Oh, that's what's up. Like, I'm going to support.
You had a lot of doubters?
Yeah. Yeah, because, you know, I say, some people look like they was waiting for it. And then when I finally opened it up last year, you know, most of my supporters came from the outside. Like, my first buyer was the bodega dude, like,
how do you define the support? How do you define support, and like how do you deal with the lack of support that you would typically expect to be there?
I use it as motivation to keep going harder and just lead by example. Because you know I don't blame anybody for how they feel or what they do, because this is what all people was conditioned to be, and this is what they're used to. Like they will fight the power and still go buy Gucci.
Right.
So I gotta keep pushing to show like we don't have to be that, and I don't blame you for. I'm not gonna shun you or hate you, but I don't hate nobody, and I just keep pushing because I'm like, you know what? There's always ways. It's like a billion people out there, so if they don't support now, they will support later. You know, they'll figure it out because now I'm not just doing this for me. Like I said, none of this comes with none of the money, the business, nothing. I want to leave this behind. I want it to be qualified, but this is something to help build a community. We as bikers, like we part of Bike Life, me and my wife.
You're a biker.
Yeah.
You really tagged me in this, right?
Yeah.
I mean, in my reading, I gotta say this. I'm just
Yeah.
sorry.
I did.
My son is even. I can do
It's
real
How long you been riding?
Since 2005.
For the people that don't know math, how many years is that?
14 years. And I
Just
also
saying.
only have a motorcycle license. I don't have a driver's license.
Wow, that's
So
lit.
all I do is
Look, that's lit.
you know, it's like, I don't know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. My mentality is like, I'm straightforward, and for some reason the motorcycle fit me, like I'm one with it, and there's no reverse on it. I'm about, so every move is, like I'll slow, I'll slane, it's every move is critical. So everything I do, every move I make gotta count, because there's no looking back. It's just forward.
Wow.
So that's my everyday, like I eat, sleep, and breathe it. That's my coffee. I can have no sleep, get on the bike, and I'm good. You know, but that's how I get to my work too, and it help me handle my business, help me do like 2-3 jobs at one time, and I'm like, ooh. But yeah, it's not an easy process. Like, you know, some people sooner or later started catching on, just like, you know, like started supporting. That's what I'm saying. Like, I learned this saying a long time ago that you're gonna spend most of your life unlearning what you were taught.
That's
And
okay.
I'm like, you know, if I just keep pushing out what I feel and what I feel, I believe for my people.
Say that one more time.
Which one?
The same.
You're gonna spend most of your life unlearning what you've been taught.
And if people don't understand it, that basically means that things that were instilled in you growing up, you know, you learn to not go and follow those certain things because you know that it's not what it is.
Yeah,
you know.
It's even deeper. Like it's like we have a
No, it's much deeper. I don't want to
Yeah,
get
we have a
into.
school
I don't want to get
system.
deep into that
we have a
because
school system that's teaching us how to be conformed to their system.
Right, exactly.
Like, how to get up, how to go to work, how to just do everything for them,
Right.
and not really
How
do
to
it for yourself.
basically not think for yourself.
Yeah, like if you know, just doing taxes alone, I'm like, if our people knew all the stuff that we could have been filing for, I'm like, it's just crazy. They won't tell you. All the information is out there, but they won't tell you. They
I
will
have a
just,
question based on taxes. So, as far as doing taxes, because you know, like I said, I do the same thing. Like how far did you really get? Because like on the basics, when you're doing the class, it's like once you all this is get through the class and passing the test, basically.
yeah,
And
it
it's like
depends
everything is already like system based. So,
Yeah.
like because I'm younger, so that's why I suggest so I still have like a lot of learning to do. But like, see, I haven't got as deep as knowing like what we can, you know what I mean? Like I just know the basics.
It depends on who's doing it too, because some people will just take your money, and some people are in it for the right reasons. Like I'm in it for a reason that I want to help my people. I want to show my people how to not only start and build a business, how to also save themselves, like how to, you know, document their income
And
how to
manage their
document
money.
their expenses, how not to get caught up in the system. Because you could go start a business and put yourself on paper and just be out there wilding out with your money and don't save nothing. And then, like, I didn't have no
So you're
W.
into budgeting as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I didn't have no W-2 last year. Like, last year was like probably the first year straight through no W-2. Usually, I'll mix it up W-2, 1099, whatever. But if you have a 1099 job or you're self-employed and they see, the government see that all you're doing is making money, they're going to tax you from taxes. If you made like $40,000 and you didn't pay no taxes, they're going to tax you federal and state. You could probably get like $6,000, $7,000 on federal and $2,000, $3,000 on state that they want from you. But if you save all your receipts for your businesses, like all the materials, studio, lease, how to start, the money it took to start up your business, just everything like networking events, sit downs, consultation meetings, all that stuff. You go have a brunch. I bought a meeting for have a meeting for an hour at Applebee's and happy hour. But that's a business meeting that you're having because that's the only time you have to meet up. And that $70 to be a write-off. But these are things that they won't tell you because they just want to take your money. They just want like, yeah, go do what you gotta do. That's what you want to do, and then just take your money. But there's also many other ways too. Like if you're a single mom, don't be scared to start a business because all that stuff that you're putting out there, and you still wasn't able to budget your receipts as much. You still get the child tax credit. You know, have household credit and all that stuff. All that stuff will balance out. You don't really have to pay no taxes because all that stuff we pay out for itself.
You're so smart.
It's just so many
So
things.
sexy.
Like you can put your car, your bike.
Oh, sorry. I was waiting for the thank you.
Your transportation. When you go out of state, gas and toll. If that was small business, you can put that towards it. Your phone. If you are promoting and stuff like that, do a lot of networking. Half your bill you can put as a write-off. If the bill is $150 a month, you can basically $75 a month for the year is part of your business. If you do it at home.
What about homeowners?
Yeah, if you
You know,
do
'cause
business
see, that's
at
gonna
your
be what I'm gonna be learning real big, and I'm working toward the real estate.
yeah, if
So
you
I
do
already passed classes and everything.
if you do business from home, you can write off your light and stuff like that. Like if you
Vel
have an
said, I
office-
heard your first couple of years of business, they don't tax you. Only the first year, Vel. Only the first year.
two.
The first year,
That's
first
the
2
New
years.
York, state thing. The first 2
After
years,
that, you gotta. But it's good to still save your receipts within that time.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
start getting into the habit of saving your receipts, so that way when it comes time to, you know, when you have to save them, you're already in that. You know, you're already in that groove of doing it. It'll become like something natural to you.
All that stuff. Even if people give you donations, see the good thing about having an LLC or a tax ID, a lot of businesses take you serious because now they see that you took the initiative, you came to them with a game plan, and even if they didn't like how you look or whatever, but they see your whole game plan, they believe in it, they're like, all right, cool, I'll put 3,000 to it because they know that if they support a bunch of businesses throughout the year, that's a write-off for them too. If they like bugging out, having big company things with their money and stuff, they can write off a bunch of other stuff.
Vel said anything you pay tax on, you claim it on taxes. You just can't claim your animals. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't claim your animals. That's
Really?
horrible. And they're an expense. Like they're
Yeah.
medical, and they're a fucking kid. Like, and just a quick FYI for people who have this number, this $200 number instilled in their minds that it only takes $200 to start up a business or LLC. Please, please, please get that thought out of your mind because it's false. It's completely false. $200 will probably get you a legit copyright, but $200 when it comes to LLC, that's one document. If you want to be clear, you know what I mean? That's one document, and we're talking over 7 different documents that you need to have a legit LLC, you know. So it's not about busting people's bubbles or discouraging you or anything like that. But for some, since I started my business, I've had a lot of people reach out to me like, yo, Jess, can you put me on? Can you help me? Or how do you do this? Or yo, all I need is $200, right? And I'm like, nah. Like, that's a good start. Like, you're on the right path or whatever, but it's not $200. So get your money up if you're really trying to do it. Like Blue said, your self-wealth is best thing as opposed to having to work for the man. It's good to have ownership. Is a beautiful thing to be able to say that I own this, that this is mine. No one can tamper with it. You have full say about it. You're in total control of it. You know what I mean? So how long have you had your businesses?
Well, I officially started it and put it out there last year. Last June, I put it out there. I started it from the beginning of the year, but I don't like doing things halfway, so I wanted to wait until I had more things set up and then put it out there to start the bugs and everything. Because it's a lot. When you're doing these things, it's a lot of money involved. And that's another thing why I say I keep pushing too, because just to show my people that it's like, no matter how hard it is, we got to do this for ourselves and for our future, because we're not giving our future nothing, just working to do what they do. And like I said earlier, when people will still go support Goofy Powder and all that stuff, but if we tell somebody, yo, I'll do that shirt for you for $20, they won't buy it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, why
So
is
it's
that?
like-
Why is that?
So it's like, I can't hate it because I know that people are used to this.
Right,
So
it's the conformity.
yeah, but when I show people that I can keep pushing Eventually, yeah, at least it'll reach somebody.
Without
Yeah.
that.
It'll reach somebody because somebody will be like, oh no, oh okay, that's like the same price in the mall, or I can go do this at station. I'm like, okay, go ahead. Like, thank you for at least inquiring, you know. But you know, people will see one day that you know when we have our own way. That's why they killed the Black Wall Street because they know that we have our own community. We don't, you know, they don't have to get up off their ass and start working.
Exactly.
Because now we the ones that's building their stuff for their second and third and fourth and fifth generation. So I'm like, no, I'd rather do this. That's why I let these guys know, like, nah, y'all on probation. If I don't like this, I'm out, because I got shit to do. I'm not going to waste your time, my time.
Yo, did he just say I tell him nah, y'all
Val,
on
hit my
probation?
inbox,
Yo,
Val.
yeah.
We'll
You know
talk.
how to give you the 90-day probation shit.
Right.
He said, nah, y'all on probation. I don't
Most
like
jobs-
this shit.
most jobs-
Look, look at this.
Most jobs just respect it and be like, you know what, fuck it. We meet you halfway. Like,
What can you say has been the most challenging part of, like I said, not only one, but two businesses?
I can't. It was challenging, but I can't say it was that challenging. But
Val, so what's up, Kiki?
yeah, the time really.
Val,
Yeah,
so what's up?
yeah, definitely the time because I also was managing a warehouse at the same time, helping another small business build their business, and I believed in it because it showed me that I could do what I'm doing because they were like in my age group.
Right.
It's like it showed that you don't gotta be 60, 70,
Right.
with a retirement fund to start a business. You can do this shit now while you're working. And everybody, all of us, it was like 7 of us, and we all had like day jobs and had our night stuff, or you know, vice versa, and we were just making it happen for like almost 2 years, and I just kept it pushing. So being that I was the one that was managing the warehouse, my day was taken, so I had to do that, plus promote. Plus manage the moves and get the materials and order stuff and be able to pick it up and drop it off, and I had to make sure everything in the shipping and receiving was there too, so it was like back and forth. And then I have a wife, so I want to make sure I get her time, and it's like
Sorry.
it's literally 24-hour work, but it's worth it. I'd rather do this than just sit at a job all day and then just go home and then just say, what do I like? What am I doing this for? Just to put it back into Con Ed and National Grid instead of third. We can have our own Con Ed and National Grid one day.
Can you repeat your two businesses one more time for somebody that's inquiring?
Blueprint LLC and Blue Wall Street LLC. That's the Blue Wall Street is the one that's more so to keep the umbrella of people like with the promoters, entertainment events, networking, business consultations, helping people brand and network and stuff like that.
He said because I like W-2, 1099, and tax-free money.
Yeah. I think I got on the W-2 this year. I'll mix it up, it was being out there my own taxes. I make my ass, but yeah, it's fun. I like numbers. I love math. If it don't add up, it don't make sense.
We need to learn a few things from you with this,
Definitely, I'm always willing to help.
I'm trying to do also.
Yeah.
I'm always willing to help. Push anybody towards what
But
they're
that's
looking
good.
for.
I like the attitude because that's basically where I'm at too. Like you said, somebody got to start somewhere to build that something that's going to keep on building on top of this.
Yeah, because they keep killing our
Or as
people.
I always say, pay it
And when
forward.
They keep killing our people on TV, and then that's killing our people home.
Right.
So we got to show them that we're not going to stop. We got to just keep going because
I can also say that I'm proud of our people though, because
definitely.
like from me as a child, I'm a 90s baby, and from growing up to now, like I used to hate watching TV because every channel was white people. But now I could say, I could actually go through it. You know what I'm saying? Even with Oprah channel alone. You understand? So like progression there.
And
Progression.
And I love it too, and it's a beautiful thing to watch. But at the same
It's
time,
looking at us
we gotta be careful with it.
You know what I'm saying?
Because they like to manipulate our people with money.
Right, exactly.
Just like how they buy our neighborhoods and
unfortunately,
stuff like that.
we are in a position to be susceptible to that. So like you said, you can't blame somebody when they take that path that was laid out for them, you know what I'm saying? But the key is to get above that and know yourself, you know what I'm saying? Know that you could do better, you know what I'm saying? If you just put your mind to the right things.
That's like the U.S. way, like
It is.
they create the fear, they create the control, You starve somebody, they'll eat the first thing that's thrown at them. So it's like we can be stronger than that. You know?
That's the institution of this place that we live.
It's once you break the mental, you hold down your physical.
So where do you see yourself and your businesses in the next 3 years? I know usually people say 5 years, but I don't, like 5 years too motherfucking long. I can't even think about tomorrow.
Yeah.
3 years, where do you see yourself and your businesses? Or where would you like to be? You know, what are your goals and plans? Well, not all your plans. Like don't spill the beans, you know what I mean? But you know, what is your you know, your vision?
What I could say is that, you know, I know my goals for the next 3 years. With the printing platform, I'm gonna do my best to create the best quality and service for my people. You know, put that hard work in for my people to give them what they're looking for, and hopefully to connect with a lot of people and open a lot of eyes, and hopefully network and collab on projects. But that's what the Blue Wall Street is about, so we can you know, expand our horizons and start owning blocks. Like, you know, that's how I respect Nipsey Hussle. Right. Cause that's what this whole thing was about. And I was like, you know,
buy back the block.
When I saw that he did it, I was like, oh, so you know, it's possible.
It can be done.
It's possible. You know, like we can do this together. We can start one block at a time. Right. And get a whole neighborhood, and then.
Did you just say one block or one black at a time?
You know.
Because either way, they both sounded good. Like that's why I was like, that's why I thought. I thought you said one black at a time, but that sounded no. Because when you say that, it's like one black person making a big move.
Because
you know what I mean?
be considered like the younger generation. Mm-hmm. So even like with me, like I said, getting big into with the real estate and everything, like there's that's like my little brother, my dad, and he got his own big block, building the house or everything. My little brother tends to learn that as me and him, you know, as me and my little brother, as we're growing and I'm getting into the real estate. Yeah. Us combined, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean about teamwork, because that's just building right there. He can build his own team and everything, you know what I'm saying? I mean, even like nationwide, because you got to think about it, it's always a bigger picture. Yeah. And if I'm the younger youth thinking and having that type, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm telling you where like things are really going. Like I see it, I feel it. Yeah. I'm in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I said, like, and I came from the struggle as well. You know what I'm saying? And
like it
Manny said, "What's up?"
The way you want to do it.
Yeah.
Like got it in your heart.
What they tell us as we grow, they said, "Oh, you can do whatever you want to do. You can do it. Whatever. We grown up. We don't listen. We don't pay nothing mind. Like whatever."
The only thing that stops
it's the truth.
The only thing, but the only thing that stops a minority is. The only thing that stops a minority is their mind, and the mind that society has them trapped in. The mind that society has them thinking that they can't do X, Y, and Z.
It's like somebody like you and somebody like me and somebody like you and somebody like you. We all been victim of that.
Oh yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? So it's like in the midst of it, it's always something that clicks. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That for me, I'm gonna say it was having a child. Yeah. That's what clicked me.
Oh yeah.
Bringing life into
it changes your whole entire perspective on things.
Not having to care in the world, now you have something to care about, and something that's gonna care about you as well.
Vel said there was a black-owned town on Chicago that were millionaires, and they burnt that shit down. Yeah. Oh wow.
Same thing like Central Park. That was a black town, and it got destroyed, and then now we got a park.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
You know, so
well, it's mental slavery. You know, that's what it is, and people are still literally trapped into mental slavery. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but it's like they're in denial too. They're in denial. They're still being brainwashed by, and their messages out there.
Like they don't have to do nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And there are messages out there that are letting you know, like, look. Like, I don't like using that term, stay woke, but, you know, it's true. Like, wake the fuck up.
Nipsey.
Wake up.
Let's talk about Nipsey Hussle. That was a perfect example. Yeah. I swear, left out everything, like all of the things
Bella said the only thing that stops a minority is another minority, and that's so goddamn true.
Yeah.
Yes,
it's that's very why I keep pushing, because, you know, we shouldn't be hating each other, or we should be supporting each other.
Because there's too much competition of me wanting to be better than you, and I can't see you doing better than me, and I can't congratulate you just for doing what you do and doing it good. Yeah. And although we and you are doing the same thing, and you happen to be a little bit better than me, you know what? My pride is too good. I can't congratulate another black man, because you know that shit might fuck with my ego. You know, and that's what it boils down to.
If it was a lot more of that though, just in all of us in general, not just singling out men.
No, that's well, I meant, just
Right,
speaking
okay.
towards him, but that's a general statement.
Like, general statement. Like if it was more of that, because like I have those qualities. Like I've been came over things. You know what I'm saying? That most people they say, wow, that's like it's different. But you know why? Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like it took for me for a child to be born that wasn't even my child, but it almost felt like it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To where like everybody's selfish. Like we become that's like when we have children. You see, we have children, and we don't work out as a couple or as a whatever, and then it's like all this chaos is going on, and the child is the one that's suffering.
Yeah,
nobody stops and think like, hold
all
on,
the time.
Forget how I feel, forget how you feel.
What about this innocent
important.
person?
Like whatever is making that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody seems, and I try to point that out a lot today
Yeah.
with the younger. Like I have a little brother, he's 17, having kids, and you know what I mean. And I've been there, done that.
Yeah.
And it's like, but it's not easy.
No.
That's one thing I could vouch for. It's not easy, but I'm trying to get the point across that it's selfish to the child. Child has to be here. You thinking about you, you thinking about her, you thinking about him.
Yeah.
Think about the child.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you said that because that's another reason why I keep doing it because it didn't just like come out of nowhere. Like I was bred for this. Like my whole family's entrepreneurs. Like my father, my grandfather, they don't have businesses, restaurants, and all that stuff. My mom, they all work together. Had family. I've been on the family business. I saw my mom get her beautician license and do hair and make her money. And my father, I done seen him do dollar van lines and stuff like that when it was illegal, before it's legal now, and make his money, all types of stuff like. And my grandmother, she went from the work system with being working in the hospital, $11.99, got her pension, but still had a pension, but still working on the side, getting her money. Flipping money in the casino. I'm like, yo, she was only with $20, come out with $2.
Bella said,
family entrepreneurs and hustlers, like we go get it. We're not waiting for it. We go get it. When you wait for it, they make you dependent, and that's how they control your life. And
Bella said, example, we both radio personalities, but both great in our own pocket. Oh, most definitely. Seeing you, I enjoy watching you work because it's just good to see another woman, who's in a high position and who has a platform to say what the fuck she wants and to be respected while she says what the fuck she wants. Because a lot of people, a lot of men, and I'm going to say it, a lot of men, their fucking egos get tampered with, without being touched by a woman who's intelligent, a woman who knows what she's talking about, a woman who's strong-minded, who knows what she wants, and it doesn't, we're not here, I'm not here to fuck with nobody's ego. I'm here to boost your fucking, your confidence, if anything, you know what I'm saying? That's all my motive is.
And that's what I want to piggyback off of too, also to add to what you said with, with bringing up the kids and stuff along with what you said. Like, they break you by breaking the home. Right. So you break the marriage, you break you break the family, you break the community. And as long as you stay strong-minded and build with your family, build with your circle, your foundation, everything will stay strong and keep growing. To hear my nephews tell me like, yo, we wish, at times they wish they had more time with me, but they understand what I'm doing. And at the same time, they like, the older one, he was like, I want to do business when I get older too. He said, I don't really want to do the working part. I want to do the controlling part.
He knows what he's talking about. He wants to be I call it the finger person.
Yeah, he said,
I want to be the finger.
He said, I just want to, open up a bunch of businesses and get it going. I said, you see?
That's me.
I said, that's what's up. I said, I'm glad that, it's motivation.
Get them up and running.
Shit.
That running, go to the next thing.
Shit, my son is,
have a whole bunch of shit going on.
Yeah, to see that I gave him motivation, and then it gave me more motivation. And then my other one, he was like, yeah, I want to do it too and everything. So I'm like, y'all let me know some straight ideas.
That shows you
and we get it together.
Right.
And
even
wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Bella said,
shows you that.
Bella said men expect women to uplift them. However, we get downplayed every time. We do. All the time.
And that's the other part I was going to say too, because, on the flip side of them wanting to do it, and I told them, like, yo, I'm going to open up some shirt line ideas just for y'all. Y'all put y'all things together, this going to be y'all account, and this going to be y'all money while y'all grow. We going to break bread like that, and I'm going to start y'all out like that. Y'all want to do business? Let's do this. And they called me yesterday to talk about it. And I was like, they was like, yeah, we're still thinking, and we're gonna get it. I was like, yeah, now's the time too. And I was like, that's what's up. And they literally the same thing like us, our son.
He's 16 and he wants to get into stocks.
Yeah.
He's like, Ma, I want to. He goes, I want to. He said he wants to buy a stock. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, go get a job.
Yeah,
go get that job so you can buy that stock.
He's like, sometimes you can see kids are quiet or observant, but that's how I was, and I was always thinking and observing. And I knew that it was for a bigger reason, and that people believed in it. They just left me alone. That's why I let him do what he do, because I hear his vision that it's gonna come. So the key is to just keep leading by example, talking with them, and, like have a good time, just showing them that we can do this. And on the other side of it, like what I said of homes being broken, that's how you get the kids, and now they broken from the beginning. Like me and my wife, like I love her to death, and that's another thing. Like that was a challenge on it too. Like I said, I had to make sure we were good, we had time, we went out and had good times and stuff like that, or we kept the household good and stuff like that for us, for our son, and also to help push her while she was doing it. Like while I was pushing for my business the last couple of years, I was like, I don't care what I have to do, I'm gonna be the #1 supporter, whether we on good or bad terms. And so we both make it, because I want to, like what we're trying to do is uplift our people and do great things. So like if I could always be there for her, that's what I'm gonna do. And we just kept building together, and that's what helps.
As the parents, that's the hardest job. You know what I'm saying? Like us as parents is the hardest job, because like you check your children's first example before school, before anything. They watching you. And I can say that as a young mom, because like me, like as I started, I had my first child at 16, going to school and I'm getting hundreds, and I'm and I'm proud of when I'm coming home and I got my child and my daughter. So now she's watching me, she's seeing me. So now when she's coming home from school, she's doing the same thing. Yeah. She's not even hungry on the regular. Everything. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's that sponge shit we was talking about.
Exactly. And that all comes from paying attention to me and like watching and me just being an example. When I was a young mom, you still could like instill that. Like I take pride in being a young mom, because like she's watching me, she's wanting to do those very same things. You know?
Yeah, most of the times the best example is on set is how you do it. And that's why I try to show them every day that I get up and go get it. I'm gonna go get a job. If one little workout, I'm gonna go get another one. Right. I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna fall off to let my family fall off. So when you get older, you do the same thing. Like
listen to men. I say listen to men. Listen.
And I feel too, like don't let these jobs trip you up. Like, sometimes, like, the hardest part about it is that when one job, the union, it didn't even fight for the union, let me go. And this happened in 2010. And this is when, we started the motorcycle club and all that stuff. And
Bella said, you and your hubby look so much alike. Bella, he's adopted. I adopted him. I have found him on adopt.com. He was cute. Nah.
But this is, like, one of the things that really showed me what our people were conditioned to be. When I saw that the hospital, the union is supposed to work for us, but it didn't work for me. And they set me up to get me out, because they were getting a lot of people out of here that year, like about 200 people at least, to save money. Like, they recycle. It's like a revolving door type thing. So the more money you making, they're going for you. Right. So when they was doing the finger scan thing, they set me up on the fourth time. So I went and I fought it. I saved my beeper system. I had a patient way before that time that she rolled on me. And let's go check the cameras, like I always say, and blah, blah, blah. So they left it alone for like a half a year, and so they knew I was right. So I was like, let's go about this right, let's go. But they didn't want to do it. So when I went to the HR about it, because I felt like they were trying to harass me about it, I'm like, yo, it's like half a year ago. If it's real, let's do it. It's not like, stop fucking me. And that's when I really knew, because the whole union team was West Indian. Jamaican, training, everything. And they all knew what was up. They're like, yeah, we got you, we're going to defend you, blah, blah, blah. That's what they tell you in the hospital. But when it came down to it and they pushed me out, and when they let me go, she had a meeting, and the manager wasn't even there. I was trying to fire me. And I didn't realize till a couple of years ago, my boy told me that, she was sleeping with the manager.
Now you whispered that. Why you whispered that? He got man low like they were in the room like.
That's how deep it is. Like it's so like I can go fuck everybody's life over, but that's not me. Because her husband was working in my department and I didn't realize it while she was sleeping with the manager that was trying to get me out. And I'm like, yo, so that's why she pushed me out, because if my case would have went, he would have got fired. So when you sleeping with, he would have got fired. And the supervisor. And I told him, I said, listen, we can do this 2 ways. I said, you can tell her, like, take off with that, and y'all can let this go, and I'll forget about it, because I don't care, I'm not here to take food over everybody's table. I'm here to help y'all. Or we can go all the way. Because she was the one that helped him get the job, not he was the supervisor. So I said, I understand you don't want to bite the hand that feeds you, but we can do this. But that's when the union was supposed to help me. And when they all sat at the table, all the ones that said they were going to help me, the main arbitration dude came, some big tall black guy. And I'm thinking like, all right, everything was there, all the evidence was there. So they said all I had to do was bring it, and then that was it. They said, all right, step outside the room real quick, we're going to have a little quick meeting, and we'll let you know what's up. I went back inside the room, all of them was smiling at me for the 2 years of it. Face was serious, dropped like the little, they don't know how to look at me. So I sat down like, all right, I kind of feel this is going. And the dude said, yo, we're not going to fight you. We're not gonna pay for no.
That's why they say.
And I said what? But I didn't realize until a couple of years ago that they let me go instead of him because she was fucking with him. And when they all sat at the table and realized like it's gonna be a fight, a lot of people gonna go down. It was me or them.
That's why they say like if something were to happen to you.
So I was like, no, fuck that. Fuck all the jobs and the unions. Y'all work for me. I'm here to put my work in together, get this money to fund what I'm doing.
Right.
So if you got a problem with me, I can go leave and get another job.
And you want to know what's something? I want you to take a look at something. Being that you're speaking on that, LV Faces. You ever heard of it? LV Faces. It's in Lehigh Valley. It's in Allentown Valley College. And it starts. I did an internship with them a few years back when I was like 18, 19, and stuff like that. And, it was pretty interesting. It's in the business field. Like, a lot of what you're speaking of is in the business. It's in the like promoting, it's like certain stuff like that. But if you look it up, you'll see the LV Faces and it's Allentown, based off of that Lehigh Valley College. You'll see it off the rip.
We have a question for you, Blue.
All right.
I feel weird calling him Blue. Husband? No. Blue. No, we got to keep it professional, goddammit. Blue. Bella asked, can you ask him why is it that some men would come at women for her strong and different opinion, but if another man states the same opinion, they say nothing? That's good. That's a good question.
Yeah, it is, because...
Wait.
The first part. Right?
Oh, she said, why is it that some men would come at women for her strong and different opinion, but if another man states the same thing that she said, like it's fine, like it's water under the bridge, it's nothing wrong, like there's no debate.
It's like the guy code, I think. Because I can say I've been there. And then like his right hand say it though, and it's like, oh.
I think that's where the ego comes in. That's where the ego comes in.
But that never dies out though. Look, that's what I never
Let's see.
My grandfather was like that. Look,
let's see what he says. Huh?
It's a double-edged sword on it because the way society is conditioned to be and treat each other and say who's who and all that. Like I treat her like 100. I don't do that 50-50 and it's like we can go half on things or whatever. But
you're talking about a man that hates the word bitch.
Yeah, like respect-wise and love-wise and everything is going to be. I'm gonna put 100 and I'm gonna respect your 100. The only thing is when it comes to it, dudes and women, is just you don't want to. The way men and women were conditioned to be like to have that pride against each other, who make more money and who had a household and this, that, and third, instead of like, yo, let's do this together. That's where egos start coming in with people. So the only thing I say for women on that, because a lot of dudes is out there just hitting chicks for not wanting to just be with them. Like, oh, I can't get your number, like shit like that. So they're not. They're getting conditioned on a whole other level now. That's what the TV shows is going to be. So it's like now when they get challenged, they feel like, oh, so you want to be equal. So only thing.
But why? All right, can I interject real quick with what you just finished saying? And is not a debate, or maybe it could be. But your last line, you said that when they
get challenged.
Right. Why is it why does an opinion of a woman have to seem as a challenge?
That's what I was gonna say. Like, it should be the same way across the board. Like, if you're getting challenged by a dude, you can get challenged by a chick because it's about the mental.
As long as it's not physically.
That's why I always push her to do what you gotta do 100%. Like, don't give up, do this, blah, blah. Only thing I say is just be respectful. Because just give the same respect that you want, and then everything will be okay. Because, and it goes for men and women. So I do it for men and women, and I don't want nobody to come after none of my women any kind of way. So I'm gonna respect all women. You know, like, it's just how you give it. So, like, a lot of men, it depends on how their household was and how they was brought up. Like me, even if you see wrong, just know to do right. Like, I feel like the first time is a mistake or accident or my bad, whatever happened. But the second time you do something is a choice. So you can choose to do good, or you can choose to do bad. You can choose to accept it, or you can choose to respect it, or you know.
She said exactly. She agrees.
Yeah, it's like, you know, it's like, just put yourself, like, how would you feel if you was a chick or if you was a dude? Like, you don't want the same respect across the board either way. So just learn to respect people's opinions, because people broke the coexistence code. Like, nobody knows how to be a neighbor and all that stuff. So people, from there down, this is the problem. So I feel like that's what all these TV shows is having the beef between men and women, and the Me Too, and the this and the that, and not only just the black and white, it's like a men and women, and everybody. A straight and gay, and like, people can't just be people.
For real.
I just treat people like how they should be. Like, I'm gonna treat you with respect. So I don't know how to call it for other dudes that don't do it, but I'm gonna just keep leading by example.
Good answer. So tell everybody how they can find you.
Find me at Facebook, Mark Blunatic Brown, MarkBrown, Blunatic, BLUNATIC. You can find me on Instagram, Blunatic_writer for life. That's the number 4 in life. You can find me Blueprint LLC 18. That's on Instagram, or Blue Wall Street LLC on Instagram. And also the like pages of the same thing for Facebook.
So I thank you for coming to your humble abode. Nah. Thank you for coming to your own spot for your interview. And you know, I always appreciate you, you know, letting me sanction here. Wait, Bella said I call men out on shit on purpose because I live by a real code, not a girl guy code. Thug life. No.
As you should, like, everybody's opinions should be respected.
Vel said, I always say, do you want the political answer or the real answer?
Yeah,
yeah, right?
Yeah.
For real.
No,
like, you want me to sugarcoat that shit or you want the real deal?
But
you know
I
what I
also
mean?
do say approach is everything. So if you come at somebody like you, like, then that's
On that
how you
rah-rah
treat
shit,
you.
yeah.
But if you speak your mind respectfully, business-wise, or how you want to get that respect back, it'll always come back that same way.
Mm-hmm.
Respect. I'm big on respect. You know, when you say that, I respect what you for, loyalty when you loyalty.
Yeah.
It's true on so many levels. You
Yeah.
understand? Like, even when even if you're doing, like, you know, nobody's perfect. You can even be doing something wrong, but if you do that the right way, respectfully, you are very, no, seriously,
Yeah.
you are highly respected for
You
that.
can fuck somebody
I
else.
love that person so much more. Like, they did me real wrong, but the way they did that shit, though, I respect you.
Nah, it's true.
Like,
It's
you
true.
know what I'm saying?
It's true.
I
Nah, it's true.
respect you for that.
Nah, it's true.
Like, it was all business.
Because it's
no friends.
respect
Like,
is
Word.
the key.
Vel said that shirt is printed well. He said also I like the advertising. that double vested like that shit. He was like whoosh. Like what the hell? I didn't even know that shit was playing. Like
Right, that's what I'm saying.
It just happened. I was putting my stuff on.
I wasn't home. See what happens when I leave him home by himself? Shit, stop doing shit. Nah, but I appreciate you giving me your time to finally interview you and to let everyone know the dope things that you're doing. And, you know, I'm always rooting for you. I'm your biggest fan. And, you know, I always wish you nothing but success. And if bleeps don't know, if ninjas don't know, they better act like they know, because just things are bubbling right now. You know, things are looking great, and they're just going to only keep getting better. And when you have a good heart and good soul and you do right by people and you have good energy, you know, good things are only expected to come your way. So you know.
Right now is the best time to get it while it's going. Let's talk business. If people want to do business, sit down, set some appointments.
Oh, do you want to promote? You have space also, right? That you rent and stuff.
Do pop-up shops. People want to, do a couple of hours to sell something for your business, or just do something weekly or monthly, or if you have a YouTube channel and you need space to record and do things. Also, my wife has a radio show, Filter Radio.
Look,
listen, we good. Behind the scenes, I got you.
My wife has a radio show, and I love the energy that she's bringing with it. So it's a platform that everybody can grow with. Also, like across the board, there's days available, morning, noon, night. She has a show in Cali too. So if you want to do any podcasts or live radio, it can be done here at the studio too. No Filter Radio. Many things like do 420 events. I don't discriminate. I don't judge. Every job
nice
I
plug.
They pretty much knew I smoke, but they never fuck with me. So whatever we can do here, we can talk business. It's private events. It's exclusive. It's 24 hours, and we can come get it.
Dopeness.
This is what it's here for. Like for us to this is a platform for us to get money.
Jay said one love.
Definitely appreciate it. One love.
Yeah, but thank you again. I really appreciate it. We went over our time, but that's super fine because we always do. Every time we get into and I love it too because when we always get into it like a real in-depth conversation, and it's just like it's free game, like, But that's the beauty of it being my station and my show that I can go on.
When you control your own destiny.
When you own things, you are in control of what you want to do or what you.
Not when they tell you, you got to be here 7. You're not here 7. You're not here no more. Not everything you did don't matter no more because of that one day. But when you control your destiny, you can set up a vacation. You can set up your mental space. You can regroup and get creative again. And
totally different feeling.
Yeah, you can regroup and get back to that creative space and then get right back to work. Putting that time and investment into your family, feeding the fruits of your labor to your family.
Not only that, but I can personally say that owning your own business is it's a good feeling because for the people who've started their own businesses, they know firsthand how easy it's not.
Right.
So it's like if I see you and like, I got my own business, I already respect your hustle. I mean, I respect you as a person. Let's make that clear. But I respect your hustle because I already know the shit that you and I had to go through to get these 3 little fucking letters. Okay? That's all it is. Yeah. These 3 little motherfucking letters next to a name that we believe in so fucking much. That's it. 3 letters. That shit costs hella fucking money. But it holds so much weight. And the fact that it holds so much weight, it's such a humbling feeling to know that, what? I did this. I didn't get any handouts. I didn't do no fundraisers. Yes, I had support, because you always need that support. But I did this. I did this financially. I thought about this. This is my idea. This is my blueprint. Like, literally, this is my blueprint. And nobody can fucking take that away from you. Nobody. So when you have something that no one can take away from you, it's like, it's an amazing feeling. It really, really is. It's an amazing feeling. You know what I'm saying?
And they also feel great. Because, I had a school where another station before this in Cross Bay. And that's like right next to Howard Beach, like borderline right there. And when they saw us in there, conducting business and having radio shows and this and the third, that whole block was American flagged out, old retired, private military, white corporate, all that stuff. And I'm like, I'm paying rent like a week in advance. He's asking me for it. I'm like, I got you. I'm thinking my business is good, but now after the things that he said I could do there, he don't want me to do it. He's like, the other businesses, I gotta ask them to see what's up, or the neighbors, and say this, and I'm like, we don't bother, like, one day we was on our way there for a meeting with a photographer, and he texted me a camera foot still shot of us. You know this guy? Cause I'm like, oh, so cause we black.
Wow.
Talk about
like
Tupac. All eyes on me.
Yeah, so
it was like that, yeah.
So I showed her, she's like, yeah, that's the one.
Oh no,
we
wait,
so,
Michael Jackson. Why does it feel like somebody's watching me?
But I hit him back and like, yeah, he's with us. We actually on our way there to go meet him right now. He's like, oh, okay, sorry about that. Oh, because the other business owner came out and approached him to see what business he had going back there waiting for us. So once it was confirmed, now he opened the door.